Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. I am Sarah, and I will be hosting a general reading that is designed for the Geminis out there. So we are starting with drawing an oracle to set the tone. We have Mildred Paynes' Secret Pocket Oracle from Deviant Moon, and I'll also be using my fabulous Neon Moon deck, usually my go-to deck for in-person reads, but we are displaying this fabulously on YouTube this round for y'all. So let's get into this. Oh, we got two. So iceberg and herbs. All right, so icebergs, like, when I think of icebergs, I think of glaciers and glacier speeds of movement. And we have herb. So Gemini, because this herb came through in reverse, I'm thinking right off the cuff, amotivational syndrome that comes from consuming cannabis products. Now, I am a lover of cannabis products, but at the same time, I am also critical of pretty much everything. So it's important to be honest with ourselves about the speed in which we are moving on account of what we are consuming. We'll just leave that at that. Let's get into this reading. You may also be basically growing some herbs that you feel like are taking too long, or whatever herbal supplements you're using may not be affecting you. You're frozen still. You're frozen and possibly not connecting with the gifts the earth has to offer that could be assisting you. All right, so let's pull some tarot. All right, Gemini, so we have the Knight of Coins. So taking care of your home front, protecting it, putting some energy into it. It may be difficult for you to be focused in this process, but energy into your home front is at the core of your concern right now. This could also be a person that has come into your life who you want to have around, perhaps to help protect the home or to manage the home front. That's not always for everyone. It's not always in everybody's cards, but it's definitely something or someone that you are, that's at the core of your concern. And this person could be an earth sign. They could be a Virgo, what else? Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And I would say that, they most likely have a significant placement of an earth sign on some level. So I would say that let's go with the moon sign because this is reflexive moon. Crossing that, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very insecure, first of all. Insecurity is at the core of how they operate. They can operate, because of this insecurity, it can sort of take various directions, usually in the form of psychological abuse, but that can go various ways as well. So either you have the very guilt trippy type of person who operates on trying to manipulate people emotionally, because this person has the capacity to be emotionally intelligent. They know how to say the right things or use the right mind tricks to get people feeling poopy about whatever it is that they're doing. Or psychologically abusive, that is very more so aggressive. So they're really not running things in a way that's ethical when it's reversed. There's some type of like deviant, I don't want to say deviant, because you can be deviant and have a lot of love. This person doesn't. The King of Swords does not have a lot of love. They're cold. So let's see here. 10 of Cups reversed. So Gemini, it looks like overlooking your situation, like you're not really feeling like what you had planned for your life is happening for you. And it's making you unhappy. You're probably doing a really great job putting on a face to show that you are happy. But there is some discontentment overlooking your situation. This could be like, I feel like these two cards also can be a great recipe for a toxic relationship. Someone who really sort of is solid and well-intended, and then dealing with a person, you know, some type of controller who is not. And if this is a complete internal, like, if these components are completely all about you, I would say that you are fooling yourself into thinking that you are bossing it up. There's something that you're fooling yourself over about your responsibilities and how you are trying to maintain them within your home, within your family. On the bright side, though, you got a lot of energy output happening. Like, your intentions are good, I would say. I would also say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So be mindful. It's almost like you're walking the line with all of these cards. And the Page of Wires. So you have set some goals. Growth was on your mind. This is like beginning stages of actualizing goals for yourself. There's a certain level of almost like naivety, but also like immaturity when it comes to the Apprentice of Wires. Learning. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So paycheck to paycheck is the first thing that comes to my mind. And risk-taking as well. You know, you're sort of like playing the game of chance with your money, Gemini. And, you know, that's definitely something that we all have to do when it comes to making money. Like, there's an element of risk. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But knowing, like, this is a good foundation, is that you're willing to take the risk and that you're putting yourself out there. That's what's important about the Two of Coins. Trying to be balanced about it as well. So we have the Three of Wires or Wands reversed. So you're having a hard time seeing the benefits of the energy that like the goals that you've set. You might be stuck on exactly how you want it to look like, I would say. You might not be satisfied with the turnaround that you've created for yourself. So I feel like in this spot, this is kind of like feeling like you fail. Feeling like you failed and being stuck on failure. The Executive of Arms as well is reversed. Is the type of person that plots mentally, and also plays into things like gossip. And especially for you, Gemini, like, I really think you need to be very careful, because that is like your I feel like that's a weak spot for Geminis. Getting caught up in gossip, creating stories about people, just, you know, that whole like bad politics, right? Trying to lure the masses to choose you, and perhaps that didn't work out. But I think this is about your direction and what you see for yourself, what you saw for yourself. People see that you've lost all hope, unfortunately. And I don't believe that you have lost all hope, but like you might be in a down spot. There's like there is an imbalance of give and take. Maybe you've taken too much. You took on too much. And so you're kind of stuck a little bit between a rock and a hard place. But this Two of Coins is not... It's the energy that will take you to the 3, which is networking and developing your skills. And if you need to sort of learn new things, then this is a good place to be in. It's definitely going to motivate you to want to learn new skills so that you're not stuck in a paycheck to paycheck spot. And what's next? All right, the High Priestess reverse. So we are afraid that we are not going to channel the sacred knowledge that we have embedded in our psyche that comes from the star stuffs that we're born with. We are afraid of being taken advantage of, afraid of entrapment. We're afraid of not being seen as sacred. And like, these are valid pardon me, these are valid fears. Afraid of not using our voice, of having our voice muffled as well. The High Priestess is a speaker of these truths, of the sacred knowledge that is embodied in the sacred feminine. So honoring your own sacred feminine, I feel like, is at the core of this fear, and doing it in a way that is authentic is super important. Like, you can't half-ass acknowledge or honor your sacred feminine. It doesn't work that way. Like, we're dealing with the heavy burden of patriarchy. We're dealing with the heavy burden of gross imbalances of wealth and power. So doing this authentically is very, very tricky, but, you know, I feel like attempting to do it half-assedly, like you can't talk sacred feminine talk and subscribe to upholding the patriarchy in ways that are really super oppressive to other people. Like, if you are a feminine person, toxic femininity comes to mind right away. So know what that is. Ooh, I just flipped a card way over there. So Agent of Arms. We're not going to end off with this. We're not going to end off with this court card because we don't do that. But we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Again, this is your card. This is the Gemini card. So getting yourself, 1 second. I was like way on the other side of the room. Getting yourself into a place where instead of creating a system that is, instead of subscribing to the system, like the crab in the bucket system of trash talking people, of working your way up in a very competitive way that squashes the people you feel like you're in competition with, versus actually creating a system that is designed to actualize and activate a sustainable system, being ethical. Like, this is an upright emperor. We want this reversed agent to turn into an upright emperor, right? So how are you going to boss up in a way that considers the well-being? Because systems are all about the well-being and all about the betterment of everybody that contributes to society, right? So being a good teacher, being a good example is an emperor. That is my opinion on who the emperor is versus who the agent of arms is. So with that, Gemini, thank you so much for checking out this reading. And I know you have it in you to be this fabulous emperor, as opposed to subscribing to all this toxicity, because there are good things. There are good ways about these cards that have come through. So take care, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.